Hello. How's everybody doing? That eclipse energy had me in its clutches. My energy was a little low around dinner time today. How are you guys doing? Hi, Annie Bear. Oh, good. I'm glad that you had a nice supper, Brenda. We had pizza from a new area, a new place. I don't know if you guys know this, but we used to sell pizza at large outdoor events, and then we sold our business in 2017. But we went to all the big festivals, some NASCARs, but we sold pizza. So yeah, we love pizza and trying new kinds. So it was fun. They were little slices. We're used to like a big New York style pizza, but it was good. Very good. Ooh, hi, Selenite Junkie. How are you? It was okay, Annie Bear. It was the the red sauce was a little too tomatoey for me. It wasn't my favorite, but it was still good. We love pizza. Hi, Jewel. Yeah, pizza can never go wrong, especially at music festivals. Like, because it's like you don't want your belly to be upset at a music festival. So pizza's always a safe bet for people. We were really good too with serving people really quickly so they could get back to what they wanted to do instead of waiting in a line. But yeah. Whew. So we have Brenda and Annie Bear, Fogo Pogo. Hi, Rossi. Hi, Leah. Leah, thank you for all the comments. Lori calling us the Tuesday tribe. That's cool. And Samantha is here. Hello. And Jewel and Richie. Richie, how are you feeling? Did you say you were sick the other day? Ooh, fennel to the sauce. I love grilled fennel. Roasted fennel is really good. Oh, selenite junkie. Oral surgery. Bet you're glad that's over. Oh, or have you not had it since you're on a liquid diet? I'm guessing you already had the surgery since you're eating the soft stuff. Hi, Nivra. Hello, Jennifer W. Thank you for the donation. I think that was you. Lori says, I've been tired all day. Oh my gosh, yes, me too. I've been tired all day long planning on the energy picking up tomorrow. Was it? The Schumann resonance was powerful. It was called an angel wing because it looked like wings. Oh, that's awesome. I love that stuff. Okay. You getting better, Richie? Okay. I tried Fogo Pogo. I tried to make my own pho. That's how you say it, right? Because it's our favorite thing to eat out and about. Mine was very gel-like. I don't know if we did it well. It was you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Yeah, I haven't slept. Annie Bear says that she woke up at 3:30 and I just couldn't go to bed last night. Leah is a chef baker. Will I get seed funds for a non-profit? I love seed funds. Yeah, Naira, I'm not sleeping either. Hi, Lightworker. Healing for the lungs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that I'm gonna do that next time, Fogo Pogo. Use the pre-made broth because yeah, the broth. I was so excited, and I have like I'm like I'm gonna make. I'm always such a big dreamer. I'm like I'm gonna make this all the time, and I'm gonna be good at it. And so I bought a big thing of like is it called Star of anise. I bought a bunch of that and the cinnamon sticks, and I'm just like, and it's things just smell so good when I'm cooking it, and then it's just like the broth was just a bit too. It was a little bit too thick, which I think that's probably what the broth is supposed to be like. But smelled my house smelled good. I didn't know how to say that word, Leah. I don't know if I've ever said that word out loud, just in my head. Ooh. Ooh. I woke up feeling like a different person in a way, braver and stronger. I don't know where I went while I was sleeping last night. It wore off. Darn it. Okay. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because we were talking about those seeds, and this is Tuesday with Tutah. So I'm just going to first, before I do any readings, just because my energy is a little low. Well, happy 25th anniversary, Jewel. Yay. Yeah, I'm just going to ask for a little bit of, first we're just going to call in a little bit of healing because I'm tired too. And then we'll see what happens. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay. Tanutah tuti tana tita mama kotanoshtitai. Patutonoshita. They're showing me like a typewriter. Nui tamako ushima. It's like the new putunuma baka ushewa, the new song to sing. Piyushima paya. Papaku kama ishimawa. Not just for the humans for the new song to sing. It's like even the birds, their song changes as well. And they say that like during this time, it might feel like we're tumbling like in the washing machine. Patitono doka pa mani tanaku ishewa. And they're saying that I'm like trying to clarify it because what they're saying is we willingly participate in the washing machine. Pa ishtata no tapako tama pa maye ma kitun paka mayewa. Payena tana katu ishewa nuita. Yepa oshtetama titano kati mpaka shewa. Yena, and they're referencing the washing machine as if it feels like, like thunk, 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 like we're a pair of shoes or something in the washing machine. But as we're going through this spin cycle, it's as if when you leave your keys in your pocket and you put them in, or rocks in your pocket and you put it in the washing machine, and it's like spinning the things that maybe the things that we held dear, like the rocks in the pocket, but some of the things that are going away and out of our pockets is leaving room for the new things coming in. And they're saying some of this stuff is pretty big in people's lives, like stepping away from a dwelling they're used to, stepping away from like it's kind of sad they're talking about people who are crossing over. That's like a stepping away. Yetana Oshimao, Kitana Shtitana Kyapa, Yetana Pakyapa Oshewa, Yena Tana Shtita, and it's like have faith. Pashima Kyapa Oshima Yewa Nui Ta, Umpa Shtitana Kayewa. And again, they're saying it's a willingness to step into the washing. Shema Shema Tito Shema Yewa Yena, and it feels confined, and it feels chaotic. It feels ushtatano kayewa tatano katana shtita ye tana kayewa, like we want to get out. Ye panu katano shtitayewa. Ye na tanaka ushtatana ya pakyapa. And we might look a little ragged when the cycle is over. We might have the things that like patutito no shtita right now physically. I feel like travel sickness, like nausea, like maybe some aches and pains. Like for the people who can tell when a storm is coming in, when they're like things flare up, aches and pains, it's like that. But there's something that is Panotana, they're saying the word anchor. Like anchored in this change. And they're like, being anchored into something is not the same as like being chained to something. Anchoring they're like, think of it as you're in a boat and you want the boat to stay in one spot because this looks like a good fishing area. But if you drift a little too much, it's not going to be lots of good things. You're not going to catch a lot of good things. So it's like anchoring anchoring in the change. There's an anchor in us, even though it feels like we're in the cycle of the washing. And what about lost socks? Gonna have to let those go. Aww. Yep, Jules says that eclipse energy we're in, but revealing things, leaving, or letting things go. Yeah, and that brings like not necessarily sadness, but tears. Because tears can be cleansing. So people might find a little bit more sensitivity for things, as if we're in a new skin, and we're a little bit more raw, I would say, and I think that's fair to say for my family. Yeah, I could see how that is. We've all got some sort of thing going on. Yeah, realization. Yeah. Hi, Rose Blue. So, where do we want to go from here? I don't know if I have it in me to do the mini readings today. Just because of that washing cycle. Let me see what I can offer though. It says, let's see if we can be a story time. I'm just going to take my hat off because the sun. Well, there's the sun. Tita, story time. Tama toma ko ashawa. So the story begins. There's somebody. It's like the hero of the story, which is you. Um, Tutinoma kutitonoshtitana yema titanama shiwa yewanuita. The hero of the story is walking by a river. Patutanoshtita. On one side is a river. It's not a big river. And the banks of the river are not that high, but they're also not that low. Patutinoshtita. And the person, the hero of the story, is walking along, like kicking stones. Yapano katanashtita. And on the other side of this hero, there is it kind of looks like it's flat land, but it's not a meadow. It looks like there was somebody planting many, many seeds, because I can see the green things growing. And so we follow this person, the hero of the story, slowly walking. Not really knowing where they're going, but they know that the way is this. Just kicking stones here and there. And then they come into a forest. The opening of the forest. And they're like noticing how it goes from this this big space that has been planted and things are growing. And then there's the forest that is thick. So sometimes the sun doesn't shine through the trees and onto the ground. And just looking and not being afraid, and just seeing the forest in front of us, the path that leads us there. And there's some mountains off to the side as well. And I'm kind of curious, because looking around, I'm like, I can see the river beside me, but where does this river go? And let's try to play like hide and seek with this river, or explore and see where the river goes. Yeta no tashtita. So entering into this forest, the hero can feel the difference between the sun being on them and then being in this beautiful shade of the forest. And they say when they're in this, many things present themselves to the hero. Wondering like, what's in our backpack? Do we have a flashlight? If it gets colder, do we have what we need? And they're talking about the mosquitoes and things that we might encounter. And they're like, we might have to donate some blood to the mosquitoes. And there is something about the donation of the blood. Some would say that there's power in the blood. And you don't want to give a lot of your power away if you're thinking of it as blood, because that would drain us dry. Maybe something we wouldn't recover from. And that's something that they want us to remember is you can't give all of you to something or to many. If you give all of yourself and all of your power, that is not beneficial for you, and it may not be beneficial for the people that you're passing or situations you're passing it on to, because that's their story to live, not for us to live their story. Itano ushtata kuta titoma ushtatana yema yapaku ishewa kuita yetanushtita maku iwa yetanushtita. But in some instances, they're talking about how you can prick your finger. Atutinoshtita paku imashewa yetano paku ishema yewa atutanoshtita yepanuka. And if we were to like just envision poking our finger, and just drawing an X in the dirt. Kushima ye. Ye tana pakutano ki pa oshima yewa. Ye na tanoka iwa. Ye tanoshtita. And noticing the X that we drew. Kitanoshtita. Titanoshtita has the, so we draw an X. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they draw an X. And then we notice that there's a point in the middle. Tutah 1, 2, 3, and 4. This story has to do with the two clients that I saw today. And they say that the blood is a promise. And when the poking of the hole and then doing the X, it's as if giving a promise and putting like our hands over it on the earth. And the promise is that we will not give all of ourselves to something unless it's 100% necessary. Like if we have to jump in front of like a bear, for someone that we care about, or maybe we don't even know them, but we know that there's danger, that's different than caring for people and giving too much of ourselves away. And they are bringing up, I can't remember Leah without opening my eyes. I think Leah is the one who wants to do the nonprofit. Sometimes in nonprofits and with caregivers, parents or there's many instances where we can drain ourselves. If it's a little by little, we may not know that we're draining ourselves. And they're just clearing that, like making sure there's no path to that direction, because that's not what this time is about right now, about the here and now. So looking at the X on the ground and our hands over it, it's like a promise for this anchor. Like I am here. It's like renewing our vows to the earth. Renewing our vows to the mother, the great mother. It might be something that we forgot. Because when we come through the mother to get here, there's a lot of things. There's noise and lights and this and that and A and B and C and all sorts of things. But renewing our vow to the great mother and being an anchor here for for ourselves, kuishima, from where we came, papakona, and for the tutonoshtita, not even being a steward for the other things that inhabit here, but it's like we're just another species. So it's like honoring that we're not alone here. Sometimes we feel like we're the most important thing here, but as some of the readings today were about the trees and how the trees anchor, it's like we are also in a way anchoring like the trees when we renew our vows. And they're saying to share also from one of the readings today that the guardians, some of the guardians are the trees, are in the trees. And sometimes a tree will get cut down. Like they understand cutting down a and the many uses. And they understand like fire is renewal. And they understand that fire, no matter how it starts with lightning, with man, nature, that sometimes fire needs to happen for the seeds to come alive, to activate. But then there's this other thing of cutting down more than we need to cut down. And this is just one example. It's just a simple example of how we can like really look about being this anchor here, and renewing our vows to the mother. And it's like thinking about the mother, and all of the things. It's like the trees do give us oxygen. The bees do their thing. Even though the yellow jackets bother me, they're also the pollinators. It's like there is this coexistence. And they say that they know that there's been like an overstepping into the territory of the animals. Not being like cohesive is the word I think I'm thinking of. And they know that your story is your story where you are right now, and what your line of people did this way. And they don't mean to give up your car, or give up the lumber business or whatever. They're just saying that it would be nice if being this anchor here for the mother, and being with everything below the earth, on the earth, the ones that are above the earth, just knowing that we are a community, just like how we have this beautiful community here where we can support, we can come and say, I'm having a hard time. The more balance there is with everything else around us, and it's so easy to not see the stuff around us, because there's bills to pay, kids to go here, animals, your animal might be sick. And it's like, it's just, for me, it's so easy to be inside my house, and just look out the window occasionally, I guess is a way that I would put that. So I guess what they're saying here with this ceremony is, what a beautiful crossroads that we're at, that we get to renew our vows to the things that are important to us. And only being in harm's way when it's absolutely necessary, and not putting other people in harm's way, I guess is the best way that I can describe it. So if we were all to think about our vows to the mother, and that we did come from a mother, we're this beautiful in between. And if we all just kind of thought about first of all our own bodies, and being so grateful that our bodies are doing the best that they can in this time, with the choices that we do have, with the situations that we are in, the choices that we've made, plus our ancestors as well, because things get passed down. Kutanama Oshama Yewa, just saying, here I am, and just looking at your physical body, just noticing what your physical body is telling you. And that's kind of the first step, is you look at your physical. So they're just going to give a little bit of energy work and fluff us up one more time. We're out of the washing machine, and now we get fluffed up. Sheta shema wa shewa nui tamako shewa. Ye ta ishtita. They're brushing us off like we are the fir tree. Kitoma, the evergreen. Ye ta shtita. Next in line. Ye ta pa. Mashtita. Ye ta na. Ye wa nui ta na. Like wakening the tree in us, the evergreen. Patito no ma shtita. Kuyama she wa nui ta. Next. Ye ta ma shtita. Next. Ye ta ma she wa ye ta. And it's like that fresh breath air that we do get when we're in the forest, and we are by the river, and we are watching how there's the insects flying over the water of the river, and the fish jump up. Do they catch it? Do they miss? Yepa mashtatano kipa patutonuma ushema yewa. And they're saying they know that this is a general thing, and there's lots of other factors, but it sure is nice to simplify things just for a few seconds, because things can be complicated. There's so many parts to our stories. It's not just me here. It's like there's all sorts of things going on. And they're just saying it's so nice to be simple just for a second or two. And just renewing our vows. That gives us a partnership. It gives us company, and might help us maybe see things a little bit differently, if you guys are busy like me. Oh, hi, Kim J. Oh, blessings to Sonia for coming in. So all of that makes me, I know I'm tired today. But it's also really beautiful to think about renewing our vows, maybe to ourselves, our creator, whoever that is for you, and just a moment to be simple for a second, because things can be really complicated. So that does give me, we're at a half an hour, so I can take a couple questions. I feel a little bit more relaxed. So I'll just go up to the top here. And I just want to thank my clients today for helping foster this for us all. You know who you are. Yeah, I'm holding Selenite Junkie in my heart space for the healing. And Richie and the other people who their inner song may not be as vibrant because there's some healing going on, and that's okay. But just thinking about you guys and anyone here who needs a little extra boost. I would say for this question, Leah, so it's not like you just have to balance this way with this new venture, but you also have to, it's like the X. There's a really interesting balance, because you've got your the nonprofit business side of it, and then you've got like your like the love of what you want to do. Sometimes when business comes in with what you love to do, it can be a recipe for great things, but they're just showing that you actually are ready to do this dance between the four things, because again, there's four. It's like the inside of a medicine wheel. It's also a cross, an equal-sided cross, the crossroads. Patupa nuka ishima. They are saying that the seeds are coming for us all. Apatupama paku ama ishima yewa no patita ntam paku ishima yewa yetana ishtita. So I am seeing you walking along this story, just like the hero. Pamaku ishima yewa ishtita yeta. And there's a little, there's like a bag of coins here, and you go forward a little bit more. Patutanoshtita, and a bag of coins here. Yapama. So it might not be like a Tutah. I'm not sure how nonprofits work, but it will be like a little, like some coins here and some coins there, which is nice that you're getting the coins. I guess that's the best way to say that. Sometimes my people will ask questions, and sometimes the clients will come in and like, okay, I need some guidance. And it's just like, well, let's just go over here. An unauthorized side trip. Yes, selenite junkie, yes. I'm seeing the color blue, and they want me to explain the color blue that I'm seeing is it's slightly like a slate blue. There's two circles. So it's kind of like a grayish blue. I don't know if you're an artist, but it's like a grayish blue, but then you mix in some sky blue. They're kind of stuck on the color. And I'm not sure if this is something that you do if you work with color for healing. But how fun to like know that you have a drawer of a bunch of different colored. Like for me, they're showing it as really thin tape. You guys know what that tape is, where you can like decorate furniture and stuff with it. I think it's called washi. Is it washi tape? But it's just like you have so many different colors, and it's just like, what if we laid like a band of color here? And what if next to that we laid a band of color here? And it's so forth and so on. So it's so nice to be have the colors at hand. And there's something about the bands of color for healing. Wasabi. I don't know what it's called. I get the name wrong every time I think of this decorative tape. I thought it was washi, but I don't think it's wasabi. That's the sushi stuff. Unless it has a second meaning. Nothing more exciting, Kelly says, than to play making new colors. So exciting. So exciting. So I would say colors. Thank you. Yeah, washi tape. Thank you, Fogo Pogo. See? Hi, Woman. Okay. Yep, Lori, that's right. It's the energies of the north, east, south, and west. There's so many things. So many things with the medicine wheel. Fogo Pogo says there was a river in a forest clearing, and he first appeared as an elk. Ooh, and then an Aboriginal man. Ooh, I can see that. I think that my first impression of that is that traveling as an elk is faster than man. So traveling is easier in animal form. Um, oh, this is your dream. Okay, I'm going up. It says your story reminded me of a dream I had years ago with a spirit guide. Thank you. Tutunuma Ushima Kapano. I just know that I know that he enjoys being the elk. Like really likes like the skin of the elk. Like it gets dirty and it collects things and it has this certain smell. Like the man really likes being the elk, but sometimes he has to be the two-legged. It reminds me of Tutah, how like creator chit chats and brings the messages. Anywho, what that was. It's how the okay, so even like white buffalo calf woman, you know, it's like the white buffalo calf, you know, and then the two-legged. It's how sometimes the messages have to travel. I got goosebumps. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have I know I heard I think it's called a magpie out there. They can be kind of noisy. But yeah, they're pretty close to my window. Yeah. My right shoulder. Yeah. That was interesting timing talking about the yeah. Yeah, I would say this, and I have to say that I could almost it's just like you know how Annie Bear like writes a poem and like really, really explains how something is like in like being an interpreter and so I can just I could tell you like a million things about how much he enjoys being the elk and like shaking off and loves the feeling of like some of the dust and some of the scent of being the elk goes into the air. It's so cool. I am in Utah, Leah. No, I'm not. I'm going to Utah, but no, I live in Idaho. I live in Idaho. I'm traveling to Utah um, during Halloween. So hopefully I don't stay there because my family's here. Yeah. Um, I think the message, Mickey, was that the animals are there's a certain way the messages come in. And sometimes, like, you know, white buffalo calf woman, sometimes it's, you know, comes through the form of an animal. And what the elk was showing me for Fogo Pogo is that it's sometimes faster and easier to travel in animal form. And then when you get to your destination, two-legged. I am, Carol. Are you going to Bryce? Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm going to Bryce. It would be really neat to meet you there. Yeah, there was a cancellation. So there's a gathering, I forget what it's called, but Heart, Body, Mind, or whatever. And when I was with Freebird Spirit, Debbie and Lisa and Karen in Colorado. She was talking. We were talking about it, and I thought it was so interesting that it would be Utah's like. I mean, come on. They call themselves Tutah. It's got Utah right in it, and so I have this connection with Utah. Like every time I drive through it, which is several times in my life, my language really comes out there. And I say oot, oot, oot all the time, which the tribes there, I believe, are called oot, or however you pronounce it. But I was like, oh, when you guys go there, the medicine people are already waiting for you because I saw these these three people. And then Debbie told me that there was a cancellation, and then I had a chit chat with my family, and they said that I could go. So I'm really excited to meet those people that are waiting in Utah. Is that how you say it? Annie Bear, is it oot? That's how they say it in my language. They say oot, oot all the time. Nope. How do I say it? Okay. So anyways, that's exciting. And I get to see you in person, Carol. How fun. Oat. You say it like oot. Oh, you say oot. I bet that's how you're saying it. Oot. Oot. I don't know. Now I don't even know how I say it. So anyways, let's see. Oh, you were answering Carol. Oh. Okay. It's so funny. Sometimes I say that like I live in Utah. It's like, no, I live in Idaho. But I have moved around a lot. So I'm not surprised. Annie Bear is recommending this if anybody wants to look into the animals. And Annie Bear will be coming out with some of her translations of this and that, hopefully sooner than later would be nice. Okay, I don't know if I passed by anybody. Oh, Idaho Falls, cool. Nice. Have I met my star family? Tanu, I don't think so, Leah, because I really want to see like star people, but I'm also afraid of seeing star people. So I have to work on that. I live in Eagle, Idaho, which is near Boise. Yeah, Annie Bear's got some things in the fire. So that's exciting. I'm going to go up just a little bit, see if I missed a question. I betcha I did. So anybody that's coming in and didn't see the beginning part when Tutah was telling us a story, there's this really neat thing about renewing our vows with Earth, with Mother. I really liked it. Yeah, selenite, maybe telling you to use all of the art stuff. Oh my God, we have so many this and that, and we don't do the art, and it just sits there. Ooh, colors have chords. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I think, does anybody else have another question, or did I miss one? I'm about to sneeze. Can you guys see that sunset above me right there? It looks like a painting, but that's actually the sunset right there. Oh, okay. I can handle a starman waiting in disguise, but there are like three things, and I see one is my kind of reminds me of an Aborigine. It's but like there's a guy there with a staff. I'm really excited to meet them. And that makes sense thinking of like the elk and like how it travels faster and might be like presented better. Like I'm okay if I see an elk or something out in nature, you know, but sometimes I really want to see I really want to see like the flying things in the sky, but then I'm also I don't know what it is, but I have like um it's not anxiety. I think it's kind of like a fear probably from programming. Yeah. Can you tell me my future? Well, let me see. I don't think so. I don't think that's what I can do, but I'll try. Oh, yeah. Okay, Paul. You're the last one. Ooh, they're still staying there with that thing that I have. Atupama pakupama ushama kipama ushiwa. Yetanu papakumama papapa ushimawa. Paushwa papakuma ushima wakama ushiwa. Anutana, yetana, yetana. They're talking about the whistling. Papa paku anoshita, how fun it is to hear the whistling. Ku papakuna paku ishima yewa anuita. Yeta shtita. Anuita nakapa ushtita. Yetanaka ishiwa. I think you're bringing this in for me, Paul. It's going to this thing I have here. Kipa ma ishiwa wakya. Yetanushtita. It's like when someone closes their eyes and you can hear a whistling. Yatana titono kato mashewa ye natana koyawa. Wow. Kuta ate ashema wa kokanama ashema kwa eshema yewa kyapamama shewa. Paul, I don't think you meant to do this, but thank you for bringing in this energy for me. There's this like, it's almost as if you opened this energy to come in. And it's like, well, you're not afraid of whistling, hearing the whistles, like hearing the wind do its thing. It's just another thing doing its thing. And it also talks about something about bread and butter. Like is that how you butter your bread? Do you guys know the do you guys know the it's a Dr. Seuss story about buttering your bread, and they're talking about how like this group of people butter their bread on this side, and then the other people butter their bread that way. It's just so interesting because what makes one side different than the other, which makes me step out of the fear a little bit. Like what makes us any different than like the star family or a whistle. So thank you, Paul Curioso. Yeah. I don't know if it's green eggs and ham. I can't remember, but I just thought it was an interesting. We had a book of big ones. We had a book of a lot of Dr. Seuss stories, and they were talking about people that they did like these people who buttered it on this side didn't like the people that buttered it on the other side, and how silly that is. Oh my gosh. Oh. So I want to thank you, Paul. I'm really happy to know you. Thank you for coming tonight. But I do feel like I am gonna step out of the live stream. Could be the Who's It's. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit with this energy. But what side do you butter it on, Paul? So funny. I will. I'm gonna go rest, and thank you so much. And for Paul bringing the bread and butter. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's see. Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to be doing something about sacred seeds. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be hopefully a weekly thing, and then so forth and so on. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. The sneeches. Yeah, I think that's it.